Today is so exciting. We are going on an amazing adventure. One we've wanted to do since we came here. We did it in the past, and one of the reasons why we fell in love with Nova Scotia is because of what we're going to go do today.
It's been almost 5 years since we've got to do this. And when we traveled to Nova Scotia and did about a 2-week tour, we had rented a 31-foot Winnebago and traveled all of the East Coast with Phil's parents. So that was almost 5 years ago. And so we literally left our hearts here in Nova Scotia. And it was right after we went and did this. And so today we've booked to be able to go do a private charter to be able to go out and do an ocean safari, which hopefully we'll get to see some amazing whales today. You never know what you're going to find, but the water looks glassy where we live, and we're going to be traveling a little more than 4 hours to get to where we're going to be going to be able to go do this. So we're meeting with a company that's taking us out today for a few hours, just the 4 of us and the captain, which is so exciting. The weather looks amazing. They called late last night and they're like, tomorrow's the day. We're going. We wanted to go on a nice weather day, so we're off. We have some gorgeous scenery along the way, and we're taking you guys with us.
I watch you as you drive. Do you know I'm looking?
Aww. Oh, those are amazing.
I wanted to support her little stand she had outside here. The boys picked the colors out. Boy!
There you go.
Arr.
Oh no. Pirates!
Just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here together? If I could stop the time, don't you know that I would? 'Cause I'm just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? Forever. Forever. Forever.
Hey, Day, I hear that if you just hop in the water, they'll come over here.
I wasn't going to say that till an hour into the tour.
Yeah,
Oh, I was going to give you an hour's grace, buddy. There he is. There he is, guys.
Oh, I missed. Honey, that was really awesome.
That was really awesome. So I asked you how many of these jokes did you come up with last night before we came.
Can we stay here forever? Forever. Forever. Forever.
I think that's a deeper dive.
I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here together? If I could stop the time, don't you know that I would? 'Cause I'm just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? Forever. 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 I watch you as you drive. Do you know I'm looking?
Today we just arrived back at our little blue sky cottage, which we will be using eventually when it's ready as a cottage rental space. And so we purchased this second property with big plans on making some huge changes to this rough shell that this building is. And as many of you know, if you've been following our channel, you know that our cottage is sitting on the wrong spot on the property. We bought it, dropped off just where it is, and we just got the most exciting news ever that this week, in just a few days, days, we are going to be moving the building from one side of the acreage to the other side of the acreage where the well and septic is. So today we came to have a little bit of fun on the property and do our very first transformation of this building before we move it. We're going to honor our little blue sky cottage, we're calling our cottage, and give her a really nice fresh paint job on the front door. So right now I'm on the part of the property where we're actually facing the road, and this I think is actually supposed to be the front of the building because it has a window and it has a light fixture and then this gorgeous glass door. But we're going to be moving the property all the way over here to where there is a gravel pad over on this side. And so we actually aren't going to be turning the building around, but rather we're going to switch this door that's here for the door that's on the other side and bring the other side door over to this side, creating this to be the back door and the front to be the front. I'm gonna show you the doors. So right now I'm facing Little Blue from the road, and you can see that this front part here does not have a window or a light. So that's why I think that that is actually the back of the building, but we don't want to have to switch this all the way around. So we're going to get it dragged and moved all the way over here. And then the front is going to face this way here. And then we'll have all this space for outdoor accommodations. You can see we have a beautiful little blue sky day. And then you can see we had a whole bunch of cinder blocks. We've got a pile here and a pile at the back of the house here, all ready, dropped off today so that we can actually get those put underneath the building when the company comes to move it this week. We also just went and picked up a bunch of sort of like outdoor play accommodation things. So the boys are testing out the new badminton rackets. We picked up some pop-up soccer nets and soccer ball, volleyball, some different things that we can do outside. Philip is ear to ear smiles today, just walking around the property because he's so excited to hear that we are going to be moving the cottage in just 2 more days. 2 more days. And little
I mean, I'm not moving it, but I think it's better that I'm not moving it because it'll get moved the right way. But.
And so only 2 more days. 2 more sleeps, and Little Blue is going on
her main voyage across the yard.
It's going to be a lot of fun to get this moved. But we're going to go take the doors off and get on her first transformation. Because this is kind of been presented through a couple different owners, we have this front door actually barred across from the previous owner, and so Philip's going to finally release her.
I'm going to attempt.
She's going to attempt to... Her screws are all stripped, so we're gonna have to put this back on in the back because we need to pick up the actual like lock and door things on here. We're gonna keep that wood because we're gonna need it to put it on this one because we're gonna move this door to this side. There she goes. Woo! Let the air in.
That's nice.
That is nice. So we thought this would be better for the back door of the building and then have this gorgeous door at the front here. And then I'm decided that I'm not going to paint the exterior of the building. We're gonna replace the siding that's missing because she's bright and white and kind of airy looking. And then we don't wanna have too much blue on Little Blue Sky because we want the building to kind of be the canvas and the blue sky to kind of speak for itself. So we're going to paint this door with my favorite blue that you guys now call Elysia blue. Philip's gonna get the door off. Is it all just miscellaneous screws?
Yes.
Reason. That is a hardware, furniture hardware screw holding the door on. Wonderful.
Find everything.
You never know what you're gonna uncover when you're renovating something. I should have picked up a knob and lock today, but I didn't realize it was missing from this because it was barred up from the front so that no rocks from the road hit the door, and then barred up from the bottom with this cross brace. So I didn't.
We measured, right?
No, did you measure?
Okay.
We got the measuring tape to measure, but did either of us actually measure? I'm gonna say that just looking at it now that the door is different size.
Really?
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
Just looking at it, I'm thinking.
Well, I didn't get too far. 35 and 3/4 door.
Ooh, and this is a 32 incher. Wow.
Putting these screws back on.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
This door is getting painted blue. That's okay. Either door can be blue.
We can turn it. We can turn the whole unit. No, this door's getting painted blue.
Yeah, turning the unit just to paint the door blue is a lot of extra work for no reason. This door will be beautiful blue. That's okay. But the door, you can just leave it like that until I'm done painting it if you want. Oh, so it doesn't follow me. Oh, well, thank you. I'm just gonna paint the outside of the door, and we've decided that we're also gonna paint the back door the same color. And then I'm gonna leave the inside whites for now because I haven't decided on my interior color, what's gonna be on the walls, so I don't wanna paint the inside of the doors yet. They're just gonna stay white for now, but. It's not the first time. Beautiful blue. It's not the first time. There's a whole bunch of window kind of silicone that's all the way around the door here, so Philip's just scraping it off, and I just washed the door all up, but I still need to do the glass and everything once I actually take the tape off, but I'm gonna paint this one the same color. And then it's gonna need a little bit of scrubbing on this bottom part here, but we have no running water here. And the sun dried out my wipes that I'm using to clean the door. So some of that will need some extra work, but I've got all of the actual white part that I'm gonna paint all cleaned up as best as I can. And then I get to do the first coat on that one.
What day is it?
What day is it?
It's not wallpaper.
There's no wallpaper to peel here,
But it's
thank
just
goodness for you.
this.
And then we have the first coat. Oh, the sun's coming in, honey. First coat is on this door here. Blue is the same blue that we used in the hallway at the house. I had lots left over, and it's the perfect blue for little blue sky. I'm leaving this white trim around both the doors because when you actually paint this plasticky material, it becomes weathered and it doesn't really stay on that much no matter what paint you use.
Right.
It'll wear off, whereas this part that's more of like a metal will stay on. I made the mistake of doing that at our house. I painted the door black and then I painted the trim black as well. And it's already peeling all off all around the actual white trim. So lesson learned from that. We're in different weather climate than we've been in before. Things just weather, literally, different than where we were, so. All right, so I have two coats on this door here, which is gonna be our front. And then I have two coats on this door over here. And Philip's just getting the screws out, getting some replacement screws so that we can put the board back on, just because we're not going to be here for the next day to be able to board this back up because we don't have the knobs on there. We're going to go pick those up tomorrow and get a few more supplies we need to actually move the building. I want to show you where we've decided to put the building. So when you come down the laneway here, the actual front door is going to face you this way, and the building is going to be on an angle across the pad. And then we're kind of between where the septic and the well are, which is going to leave enough room on the front here to be able to build a front porch. If we decide to do a front porch, we'll have room on this side if we want to do a side porch, and then room at the back to be able to do a back porch, because we think we want to have a screened-in porch and then just have an open porch on the front and be able to still see all the property that's on this side. That's perfect for amenities. The boys are having such a fun time here playing while we're doing some work. So we have just these like 4 cinder blocks here set up, just sort of in the rough shape where this building is going to be. It's not perfectly square, but it was just sort of the measurements of the length and width of the building to be able to see where this is gonna go. And then you can see she needs to move from there all the way over here. And then our property goes back a little bit way behind the trees there, and then up over here past sort of like the address sign all the way back behind. So we're still inside our property line a lot to be able to have more space to do additional things on the sides if we need to. And then we're thinking retaining wall kind of coming down this side of the driveway, and then retaining wall going up this side of the driveway with like lights so you can see it if you were pulling in the evening. Lots of work to do on the outside. So it was really fun to get that exciting news today that in just between 48 hours or so, we're gonna be moving Little Blue Sky into the spot that Philip and I have chosen on the property to be able to put her to her final resting spot. So we've learned this week from several local people that live in the area that this building has actually been moved around to several different locations in the area, and then kind of were dropped off here, and then we bought this property. So she needs a spot where she's gonna be loved and taken care of and fully renovated back into
well, I think even into better glory than she's ever been in. So we really didn't think that we would have the opportunity to move Little Blue Sky until the spring, based on the budget that we were quoted to be able to move this, and everything kind of just fell into place this week, and it meant that we would be able to kind of make a miracle happen this week moving it. And so I'm so excited to move it. I can't even tell you, I'm not even sure I'm gonna be able to sleep over the next couple of nights just thinking about the whole process, even just watching her move, because it means that this dream that I've had of being able to do a short-term cottage rental is coming into reality. Buying this property was a dream come true, and then knowing that this is actually now starting to take shape is just that next part of the dream becoming something that's actually real and not just a dream. So if you're thinking about doing a project and you're not sure, I hope that my videos show you that if you make big dreams and you set goals for yourself, that if you work really hard, plant little tiny seeds, those seeds eventually grow into something bigger and better. If you just stay true to yourself, be kind to others, rise up everyone else you can around you, and just literally keep on dreaming, and fingers crossed, the little bit of extra love, you can make things really big happen, which is what I'm trying to do here with this cottage. Thank you always for cheering me on. I love having you guys part of our YouTube family, and we're excited to show you this week this building move, because you guys are going to be here with us when she moves. I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow.